All right, Chi-Town. We should be live now. You can cue the show. Production. You can cue show when ready. Production. Mouthpiece included. Guard your grills. Knuckle up.
Disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Like, share, subscribe. If you like the content, put a thumbs up on it. We bringing it. Pull up. We're going to drop the link. We are live. Show starts in 4 minutes. It's a live show. Let's give it time for you guys to share this link. Let's get active out here. All right. What's going on with the internet?
That's a good mouthpiece. Yeah, it's a good one. Shout out to Mouthpiece.
They said to me, hey, instead of posting the NBA Finals, like, why don't you do Doris's sideline reporter job for the NBA Finals? Because guess what that was cleared away for? For Maria to do the hosting.
Rachel.
History of domestic violence yourself. You've even been to jail for it. Why should fans root for you with this kind of history?
Everything has been allegations. Nothing has been proven, so, that's life.
Well, I mean, the incident you went to jail for, the mother of your 3 children did show some bruising, a concussion when she went to the hospital. It was your own kids who called the police, gave them a detailed description of the abuse. There's been documentation.
She's 12.
Once again, no pictures, just hearsay and allegations.
Rachel, you must done got a makeover, Rachel. You must done got a makeover because you was a little pushy when you came to my house, Rachel.
They said to me, hey, instead of posting the NBA Finals, like, why don't you do Doris's sideline reporter job for the NBA Finals? Because guess what that was cleared away for? For Maria to do the hosting for it. Yeah. So, I have declined. I don't know what their next move is, but they are feeling pressure because of all of that.
Oh, I ain't chasing nothing. See, y'all just being nasty. She had my address because I pretty much popped her cherry in the interview game. Y'all didn't know.
And I'm trying to figure out like how to just, my thing is that I wish Maria Taylor all the success in the world. She covers football, she covers basketball. If you need to give her more things to do because you're feeling pressure about your crappy long-time record on diversity, which by the way I myself know personally from the female side of it, go for it. Just find it somewhere else. You're not gonna find it with me.
Rachel's birth name is Rachel Alexander. Yeah. She married a Nichols.
Once again, not true.
But the website Deadspin recently detailed 7 separate physical assaults on 5 different women that resulted in arrest or citation. I mean, are we really supposed to believe all these women are lying, including the incidents when there were witnesses, like your own kids?
Well, everybody actually, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. When it's all said and done, only God can judge me.
Only God
Well,
can
we've
judge
seen this
me,
week
only
with
God.
the outcry against the NFL. The public wants the domestic abuse problem in this country addressed. Would you consider donating any of the more than $30 million you're going to make this weekend to an organization that educates and prevents against abuse?
Yeah. And I popped her cherry in the interview game because she came to my house in Virginia. And I did not want to do the interview. I remember that day, Miss Rachel. I remember that day, boo. Yeah, you was all goofy. We had to take like 27 takes because you don't know what you're doing. You didn't know what you was doing back then because they know that in your real life, if they keep you fixated on dumbass stories about celebrities, then you won't be focused on you in real life. You'll be focused on joking and playing and picking on celebrities. When even though you joking and picking and playing on these celebrities, most times the ones that can ignore the bullshit, they living better than you. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, the media is tricking you motherfuckers.
Absolutely. We are in the building. Yes, sir. TN, TA, TN, TA, TN. Hey, production, cue the cams. Yes, sir. Cue the cams, production. TA, TN, TA, TN. Hey, Mouthpiece included. We in the building. Guard your grills. Knuckle up. And as we say, where's my mouthpiece at? Don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. What up, fool? Hold on, let me get that mute.
What up, fool? What's going on?
Hey, bro, all is well, man. All is well. How about you, brother?
Oh, everything is everything is well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, so you know what we unpacking today, man. It's been like a mild attack on the Black Girl Magic a little bit this week. You know, so we're gonna touch on that. But as always, bro, go ahead and take your 30 seconds to a minute to do your quick, I guess, weekly recap and promo, bro.
Hey, this Big Ace from Chi-Town, the land of violence, according to everyone in the country. But there are people here that are here for the kids, and that's us. So we at Jackie Robinson West, it's tournament time. So this is the most exciting time of the year for us. We're starting our district tournaments for 12-year-old baseball players and our 10s and our intermediates, our 13. Little tease on the 10-year-old team. And the 12s, they expect to be on television in a few weeks as they progress through the district tournament here, sectional, win state, and then go on to the regionals. So ARW is back. 10-year-olds, first they can go is the state championship, so get ready for that. But yeah, it's been quite a pleasant week. Been working with the kids. They're working hard. They're grinding to get ready for that ship. So, you know, it's been a great week. We got some good teams, and we're ready to challenge the world. Well, the United States this year, because the teams from around the world aren't coming this year. But look out for DRW in about a month.
The world's not coming. Why? Because of the Peter pandemic? It's something to do with that?
Yeah. They don't want to spread the pandemic all over the United States from all over the world. So, and the kids' safety, the safety of the adults, and you know, the television contract that ESPN has with Little League International. They're only going to have the American kids playing this year, but you know, it'll be an international tournament again next year with the progression of the elimination of the pandemic. So it's going to be good.
What I can't understand is why these cats don't go to school. Well, they shut down the schools, but the kids could go over the computer. Well, if you're going to shut down baseball, the kids should be able to play video games over the internet, and those games should matter. If I can go to school over the internet, I should be able to, play my sports over the internet as well.
Yeah, you can. They have those kind of tournaments. It's just that, those kids play those tournaments, and the other kids play they get out there and grind and get dirty. So, it's a tournament,
man. So
tournament for everybody.
So this is true. This is true. All right, so here we are, man. We're gonna get on the topic. We weed, cherry, pops, Sha'Carrie, dimes, and nickels. We'll translate that to. We're gonna go into Sha'Carrie.
Sha'Carrie? Does she smoke or she chew or did she ever clarify that?
They didn't clarify it. She was in Oregon when it happened, so everything was legal.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, according to her, I guess she had just got news from the media. They never clarified that either. You know what I mean? What was the family gonna do? Hold it secret till she got home?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure the media was like, nobody's told you. You know what I mean? I got it off your Facebook page, But man, I saw a video of her. I think she flew into LA. Looked like it was LAX. And she was all alone, bro. And the paparazzi ran up on her and she's like, "How did you know it was me?" He's like, "Oh, I saw your shoes and the shoes had Sha'Carrie on it." Yeah.
And your nails and your
eyeliner. Yeah. Well, she had a mask and the hoodie on, but she was all alone, bro. Like, man, like I don't think she understands what it means to be going viral. Like, man.
Yeah, the repercussions of being the top, the US not maybe getting the gold.
Yeah. I was just shocked to see her, I'm sure she was waiting on a limo or something. And the fact that like her team, I don't know how sophisticated they are. They should be like more prepared, should understand that, she should have somebody with her, bro.
Maybe they did understand. And that's why they were ghosts.
True. Yeah.
I mean, she's 21. She's got to be pretty much one of the youngest members of the Olympic track teams. Usually by the time you get to the Olympics, you're, about 23, 24, but 21 years old, be able to compete and have that type of training and speed to go for a gold medal. I believe she would probably be one of the younger members on the team. So maybe she doesn't have any camaraderie with her teammates, so they just throw out.
Well, let's just give it some context. Just so everybody know, today's show we're going to be going over Sha'Carrie and also Rachel Nichols. She had some poignant commentary, and I wanted to Ace also cover this privacy thing because they keep having these private conversations being used against people because somebody decided to record it. They did the same thing with the owner of the Clippers. Yeah, I mean, I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it because this cat's breaking the law. It's breaking the law, bro. Just because it's morally right, you broke the law. You broke the law. So, but I'm not bumping for her. So that's what we're covering today. So Ace has already kind of jumped into it. So Ace, just so we can have context for those who might not know, what do we know about Sha'Carrie Richardson? Her claim to fame, who is she?
She's human.
Yeah, she did put a tweet out. I am human. And I want the tweet back. Duh. You know what I mean?
She can just run a little bit faster than the next one, is what she said.
Yeah. Duh. Yeah. Yeah, but she's a track, for everybody who don't know, she's a black woman. She's a track athlete. Do you know what college
I believe she attends Louisiana State University, LSU.
Yes. And she had just, I guess, qualified in her heat in her event, which is the 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fastest 100 time in the world, I believe, this year. Or maybe
Yeah, I think the fastest since Jackie Joyner or somebody like that. And then when it came across Ace, because we were just talking about doping, and some clickbait got me, and it was like Sha'Carrie, positive dope. That's how they put it, bro. And of course they got me on the clickbait because I was thinking steroids, marijuana, bro. That isn't a performance enhancing drug. I mean, like, what's the problem? She would be faster if she didn't smoke.
Allegedly. Maybe they're going from the angle of recovery time as far as injuries are concerned. Maybe that's the idea or synopsis that they're using, that she can recover faster because she's using this banned substance of marijuana.
So, okay, so she, like you said, she qualified. She had the fastest time. She had some black girl magic. She ran up there to her elder. Her grandmother was there watching it and looked like maybe her aunt. And she ran up there and decided that she was going to kiss her grandma because I guess she had recently lost her mom.
Biological.
Huh?
Her biological mother.
Correct. Wasn't that her biological mother's grandmother? I mean, her biological mother that she was up there hugging?
I'm trying to get to the bottom of the story. Why they keep calling
I know it is. I know it is. It's a lot of stuff going on in this story. That's here, and she's all alone.
Yes. I mean, even when she went on
How you know I was Michael Jordan? You know what I mean?
I don't know. Maybe because you had Air Jordan on your shoes.
And we've been watching you, in the Olympics trials, and
from the time you left the last state you were in to you got your ticket and sat in the airport, and got on the plane, and we called somebody.
You're trending right now. Every media monkey has been told to get a story. She's going to be at the airport.
World. How'd you know it was me? Yeah. Yeah, you were the U.S. hope for a gold medal in the 100 meter. I mean, they've been getting killed by Jamaica the last few years. First Usain Bolt, now the Jamaican women, and now we had a chance to get a gold medal in that 100 and the 4x100 relay race. But because of this pot, or what they used to call it, reefer madness, Sha'Carrie's staying home.
So are you telling me that you feel like they should change the rules for her?
Well,
and let her run? I mean, so let's get into, should she be allowed to run? So she tested positive.
Yeah.
Of course, they tested her right after she broke that record looking for dope. Yeah, of course. And so then they found marijuana. And so she said, she had gotten information. Well, before she got high, she had gotten news from the media that her mom died. Now think about that though, bro. You're that age and you're an athlete, that could be traumatic.
And it probably was. I'm sure it was. But you have to also
not smoke reefer.
Yeah, you got to take into consideration that you're not
in a position to smoke reefer or take.
You're not a grade school athlete. You're an athlete with endorsements.
And it's the Olympic time.
And it's the Olympics. You've been training for 4 years to get to these games. They were put off last year because of COVID. And here you are in 2021. You won. You won the national championships, and you're ready to compete in Tokyo for your country, the United States. And yes, it was a traumatic thing, but as a athlete, you know what you can and cannot put in your body. So,
this is true. Well, Ace, and go ahead, because this is an open panel. We're going to drop the link, and if anybody wants to come in, you guys are welcome. It's an open panel. Come up here talking out the side of your neck if you want to. I mean, we'll just see where it goes, right?
Right.
I mean, it's a Thursday night here, so yeah. But all right, but yeah, no, you were saying though, to your point.
I mean, in most sports, I guess they're considered amateurs, but they get endorsements. They have shoe deals and all kind of deals for income. So as opposed to most amateur athletes, that's going to change this year with the naming rights deals for the college athletes. But she's got to know that it's the Olympic trials. Yes, it hurts that her biological mother died, but you got to talk to somebody or have a cocktail or a beer or whatever your choice is not on that banned list, and go ahead and compete and go to Tokyo.
Yeah, but in her defense, I mean, we've all had, I don't want to call it N-word science, but I'd say Pookie science.
Yeah.
And you have great opportunities ahead of you, and you really want to smoke or, self-med.
Yeah.
And you got Pookie next to you. They don't have anything going for themselves. or that might not be the case. They just may not be in a position where they have to, do the drops or what have you. And they want to smoke, and they're going to tell you, yeah, all you got to do is drink vinegar.
Yeah.
All you got to do. And they don't test. There's always somebody telling you, they ain't going to test you because you the best. You know what I mean? So
what are they going to do? They're going to not have you at the Olympics? Come on.
Right.
Crazy.
Over some marijuana? Right.
It's only weed. It's not like you're taking steroids or anything.
Yes. I mean, that happens, man. You know damn well that happens.
Yeah. And
but
you get home.
So
you get home.
What's that, bro?
You get home and Pookie's right there. Like, who knew?
Yeah. When you back home,
5,
you tell Pookie what happened. Pookie like, let's go to the bud spot. Let's go get a bag. Yeah, I got half on a bag. Your life's ruined, and Pookie's smoking with you. But they said they might. Master might let you if you do right these next few days, and because once we got you, when we say jump, you say high, Master. Master might let her run a heat in the relays. What do you say about that, Ace?
Is she good? Yeah, I think they came back and they mixed that. But anything could change depending on whose palm is getting greased. The International Olympic Committee has long been wrought with fraud and bribery and all kind of nonsense. So maybe they'll get the bag and let Sha'Carrie go ahead and. Well, I think it's the U.S.'s decision, right?
Yeah.
No.
It was the Olympics doping that tested her.
Right. I know they tested her, but I think the United States, I'm not quite sure, is keeping her from
competing at all.
Yeah. They got to show you. They got to make an example out of it. If you're good in 4 years, then you can try again then.
Somebody pissed somebody off, huh?
Yeah, well, you know how they.
I mean, come on, the weed test, Ace.
It's all been kind of murky since the orange guy got booted out of office. That You know,
I don't trust the science with marijuana tests. I mean,
yeah,
that shit's all such a gray area, but she came right out and admitted to it.
Yeah, yeah, I did it. Well, I don't know if
and I'll do it again, and I'll do it again.
Well, I'm doing it right now because you know,
I'd
I'm not going.
I'd have told him I didn't do it, but if I did do it, I would have smoked a blunt.
Might as well go ahead and write the book.
Yeah, wrote a whole book about it.
Like you know, Orenthal James wrote a book. He's like, yeah.
Orenthal. I mean, you know, I mean, seriously.
I decided to
with a name like Orenthal. Have you ever seen that name anywhere else in life?
No.
I mean, seriously. You know what it sounds like? Let me get 2 packs of Newport Orenthals. You know, it sounds like a cigarette brand or something. But
yeah, I want them right out the carton. I want them right out the carton, baby.
Loose squares. You got Orenthals. All right. So why should or shouldn't she be allowed to compete? Okay. You make your case. I think you're saying she should not. So why should she not?
I mean,
or whatever you're saying.
The rules are the rules. If I know I can't ingest marijuana, that's at the bottom of the list of the doping agency's rules.
Mm-hmm.
There's a possibility of me getting tested for it. I got to find another way to lick my wounds or mourn for the loss of my biological mother. I got to find something else to do, or talk to somebody, or do something else. But there's no way that I would risk my chance of superstardom, because she could. This could possibly have set her up for life. You know.
Well, if she's smart, it could still set her up for life, and she seems like a smart girl. Because I'd be parlaying this. I'd be literally running right to Snoop Dogg or somebody with one of these weed grow businesses, and I'd be the lung of the company. You know what I mean?
Get that Sha'Carrie brand.
Yeah, we're gonna parlay this all the way through. I'm gonna smoke and then come out here and dog walk all of y'all on the professional track circuit.
Right.
You know what I mean? What's making you faster? Snoop Dogg brand. You know what I mean?
Bing. I mean,
with America.
Yeah, especially with the millions of dollars that all of these states, especially I know Oregon is making millions of dollars out there, marijuana sales and taxes. So,
man, they so high in Oregon, they're putting in a request to change the state's name to Oregon. You know, they're going to put an E on the end of that.
Yeah.
But let's push past this. I did have we got something. Well, go ahead, bro. Because what's their name? Production's going to queue up something here. Oh boy. Okay. And so we want to kind of jump into this Rachel Nichols lady. But before we get into it, I want to have them play this video for you guys.
Yeah, we all make mistakes. Hopefully she works her way back from
it. She's only human?
She's only human. We're 21.
Well, I want to get into it because your boy said he popped a cherry. Kwame, he said it again today. Somebody popped this lady's cherry, and y'all nasty, y'all. I mean, Kwame, you know what you're saying.
You know what
I mean? Yeah, nobody talks like that.
Yeah.
I popped her cherry in the media industry.
The business.
You know what I'm saying?
She didn't know what she was doing, but I showed her how to take care of that business.
Correct. I popped her
An
cherry.
ESPN anchor is apologizing for implying that a black colleague got opportunities because of the color of her skin. The comments came during a phone call.
How ridiculous does that sound?
That was recorded. reported. And now it's causing a big headache for ESPN right as the NBA Finals get underway. Les Trent has more.
A top ESPN personality is making a televised apology.
So the first thing they teach you in journalism school is don't be the story.
But Rachel Nichols became the story after a secretly recorded tape was played in which she implied that her colleague, Maria Taylor, got a plump ESPN hosting gig because she's black.
I wish Maria Taylor all the success in the world. She covers football, she covers basketball. If you need to give her more things to do because you're feeling pressure about your crappy long-time record on diversity, which by the way I myself know personally from the female side of it, go for it. Just, find it somewhere else. You're not going to find it with me and taking my thing away.
The recording was made last year as Rachel Nichols vented from her hotel room near Orlando, Florida, and has festered among ESPN employees.
Was that Reggie
but it just
Theus'
surfaced in public after the New York Times obtained a copy. Last night during the airing of her show, The Jump, Nichols, who is Diane Sawyer's daughter-in-law, tried to explain.
But I also don't want to let this moment pass without saying how much I respect, how much I value our colleagues here at ESPN, how deeply sorry I am for disappointing those I hurt, particularly Maria Taylor, and how grateful I am to be part of this outstanding team.
Well, Rachel, I want to say thank you. Thank you for accepting responsibility for your actions.
CBS This Morning's Gayle King is weighing in on the controversy.
I think she felt that something was being taken away from her that she normally gets, but Maria Taylor was also very deserving of getting that job.
Gayle also spoke with former ESPN host Jemele Hill.
We get a little tired of somebody insinuating that the reason that we have a job is because we're black.
A little tired.
That gets very tiresome.
And this just in, ESPN announced that Nichols would be replaced as sideline reporter covering the NBA Finals starting tonight. We believe this is the best decision for all concerned in order to keep the focus on the NBA Finals. Rachel will continue to host The Jump, said the ESPN statement.
How deeply sorry I am.
An ESPN spokesperson was quoted saying a group of executives thoroughly and fairly considered all the facts related to the incident, adding that they have addressed the situation appropriately.
A group of executives, you know what I mean? See how they talk? It was probably junior executives that were there on a college visit.
Smoking them blunt.
Yeah.
You want to hit this, Rachel?
A group of executives sat down and discussed it. Yeah, sure they did. Right. That sounds convenient, doesn't it?
Group of high level. Oh, they didn't say high level, so
now
they
I want to say this. I don't hear a lot of people coming out and just. I love Maria. I just don't hear people coming out and saying, I love Maria. It comes off to me like she's great at what she does, but people don't like her. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's just what I'm sensing because I haven't heard one person say it. They've all been saying, I like Rachel, and Rachel and Maria. I work with Maria, and she's working her way up. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But maybe she hasn't popped the cherry with the athlete yet, so such as Rachel did with Kwame.
Well, she definitely, I think, allegedly kicked it with Reggie Miller or something back in the day, and some other dark. I don't want to say darkies, but
melanated athletes.
Yeah, the melanated. So, yeah. Now you saw that though. What do you take? What do you take of that apology?
Yeah, it's some horse shit. What else was she gonna do? Somebody leaked the damn video that everybody in the damn company heard for the last year. Nobody's talking about that. Everybody at ESPN heard this damn audio all year.
Yeah, they said it was going around the company, bro.
Yeah, and it just get leaked now. Now she apologized. If you want to apologize, you could have came out when it was getting leaked around the damn company.
So why is Becky with the good hair and Stack 5 trying to act like they're just hearing about this? They're not in the loop.
You got a role to play, and they're playing their role for this drama.
Mm-hmm.
Once it blows over, they'll recoup whatever they were promised, and life goes on for Becky and Becky and Rebecca, and all the rest of them. Who is that guy? Kendrick Perkins? My gosh. There's nobody else they can find to put on television.
I mean, I know. I think that's a great point, Ace. I mean, seriously. Yes, I think they're going after the ones. I mean, I don't know his ACT score, SAT score personally. I'm not, but I think they go after the ones that just aren't the most sophisticated.
Well, everybody has a role to play. Glad he's got a job though. Yeah, he had his time in the NBA. He made plenty of money.
Right, he was a role player. I mean, don't get me wrong, utility guy. He wouldn't have fit in my system.
Yeah, he was a lunch pail guy.
Limited lunch pail guy.
Yeah, because he was kind of soft toward the end of his career.
Soft and hurt, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your lunch pail guy's got to be lunch pail guy.
Right.
Your lunch pail guy's got to be there 78, 80 games a year.
Yeah, I'm banging you.
Banging every game, hurting the other guy.
Yeah. Fouls, technical fouls, flagrant fouls.
Well, I think what happens is these athletes, many of our melanated athletes, bro, they don't grow up around other races. And so not until they get to college, if they do go to college. So, and then once they get there, they're loved, they're getting love and joy, quote unquote. So they're able to start just buying into these talking points that universally, that all lives matter. You know what I mean? Those type of talking points, universally, yes, all lives matter, and people need to pull themselves up by the bootstraps, and those people in the ghettos are lazy, and they need to educate themselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yes, people everywhere need to get education, where in a vacuum, these things sound great. And I think that if you're not sophisticated, if you haven't been reading, W.E.B. Du Bois. Yeah, I said Du Bois, and I'm going to say Illinois later because everybody else is saying it and nobody else gives a shit. So I'm not going to give a shit moving further. You know what I mean?
Ponte du Sabe.
Yeah, people are saying all types of shit, Right. I'm not going to care. You know what I mean? But I digress. But yeah, I digress way too far, I think, here. But yeah, what do you got to say to any of that, Ace?
Well, I mean, it's the case of the pampered athlete, especially these guys that achieve these positions as far as other commentaries or play-by-play men that normally have been superstars on one level or the other, whether it's been high school and then go up to college and get to the NBA or NFL or whatever. And they've just been catered to and lived a great life. And then when the check stops coming, then, they got to figure out something else. So just give me the narrative. I'll just write my copy, my dialogue, my script, whatever, and I'll say it. Just keep the checks rolling.
Well, I mean, you've got to hear this, Ace. Okay. And this is Stack 5. Him as Steven Jackson. He was the goon type in the league. The one who everybody, the Derrick Rose type. You start looking at what neighborhood is he really from? You start asking yourself, but, just whatever. Yeah. But he's this guy, runs up in the stands and fights and everything. So now he's on his podcast. And I'm going to, hold on a second here. Let's stop your cam because I'm going to show you something. Now he's got his podcast.
They deserve that job. It's just plain
so first, Ace, he first came out and said he heard the lady's Rachel Nichols statement, and he said, "Oh, Something don't sound right. He literally, showed himself listening to it and lips was poked out. I don't like that. It was like your boy Kane. I don't like that. Don't tell me. So then he allegedly talked to the pink lady, and then this is his new retort.
Rachel did deserve that job. It's just plain and simple. I talked to Rachel, and I know a lot of things she was saying out of frustration because ESPN put her in a bad position, and they even put Maria in a position trying to give Maria a sympathy job. They was trying to make themselves look good because all the Black Lives Matter and the George Floyd stuff was going on. So
what's on his face?
Yes, no, yeah. Come on, let me get you back. Cut your thing on. Yeah. Go ahead. We'll stop it there for a second.
What's on his face? First of
all, George Floyd was your brother, your twin, your man, Ace. So he claims that that's like me and you.
Yeah.
And then somehow you go off and become this professional athlete, and somehow I didn't make it, and I'm getting kneed out for 9 minutes. I'm not blaming him for that, but that's your man, that's your brother. You know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. So this move, and it should resonate with him for a little bit longer than 30 seconds.
Correct. The other day he said he's the face of something of equality now. Stack 5. Okay. Yes. He's the face, not George Floyd.
Yeah.
Not his twin, not his boy.
He's the face of it. Well, I mean, he's had a rough life since Kwame Brown sprinkled a little mama seasoning on him. He's trying to figure out what's going on in this world. That's all.
But what were you saying? What's on his face?
Yeah.
Well, hold it. It's gonna get worse.
ESPN tried to make themselves look good by taking the job from Rachel that she had already had, that they'd already told her she had, that she deserved, and give it to Maria just to make themselves look good. It wasn't a genuine job they wanted to give Maria. It's ESPN is behind all this, boy. It's all their fault. You know what I'm saying? I can't blame Rachel. I love Rachel, and I'm going to stand behind her. I spoke to her, and I'm going to stand behind Maria, too. But ESPN, y'all some suckers. Y'all some suckers because y'all did this. Y'all tried to give Maria a job, and it wasn't genuine. And look what happened. Come on, man. It's all ESPN fault. We love both of them. Think about this, though, bro. How many times we as black people have said that we was qualified? We know we qualified. We know we qualified for the job. But we didn't get it because they gave it to the white person just because he was white. How mad were we?
Yes, it happened.
Because they looking out for their own. How mad were we? When you know you deserve the job and they give it to a white person just because he's white. We've been dealing with that our whole life. And that pisses us off. We ain't getting recorded, but we say shit too behind closed doors. So I get it. I get it why Rachel mad. Rachel ain't never showed me no signs of being racist. But I would be mad too if I worked my whole life for a job and they gonna give it to a white dude just because Donald Trump in office, or just because a white kid got killed, and at the time it'll look better for a white person to have a job.
You hear that?
I would be mad too.
Now this dude who literally George Floyd is his brother, and he's using the put the shoe on the other foot argument, bro.
For Rachel, when she got caught recording, being upset that her white privilege wasn't taking her everywhere she needed it to take her.
Her white privilege and her women's liberation, affirmative action, because how they took advantage of everything that was supposed to have been given to black men and women, how the white women started getting all those benefits.
Right. But he's behind her because he talked to her.
Yes. Didn't say he spoke to the homegirl. No. And she apologized. So what does he do now? Where does that leave him? After he made this statement, she came out and said, I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to step back.
Well, everybody knew she was wrong, except for him.
So hold it, bro, because it gets worse.
I ain't trying to be like, I'm speaking the truth. We rocking with both of them, Maria and Rach, but it's the truth. And back one more thing for y'all, IG world. Y'all got to be real with yourselves. A lot of y'all can't be real with yourselves, and a lot of y'all looking for handouts. A lot of y'all don't deserve nothing because you've been sitting at home not putting in the work and complaining about other people. Why they doing this or why them and not me? But when you deserve something, when you put in the work for it, you should be mad when you don't get it. A lot of y'all won't understand that because y'all home still living off your mama, still living in your mama house, and wondering why you ain't winning or ain't got nothing going on. I'm gonna hit y'all with harsh truth. I am the face for equality, but I also am the face of being black and proud and being strong to go and get what's mine. Not asking no white person or nobody to give me nothing. I'm going to take what's mine, like I've been doing. But y'all quick to forget when the jump first started. Rachel hired all black people. Remember that.
And paid y'all cheap and underpaid them if she did.
People that don't like the truth. Half of y'all hanging around niggas, hoping that they make y'all dream come true, and hanging around them. And as soon as they tell y'all no, they a fuck nigga. Or they ain't real because they told you no because they tired of you benefiting off their blessing. You been around them all this time, been around all the people they been around, had the same connections, met the same people he met, but you still sitting around waiting for somebody to hand you something.
See,
instead of you getting in your ass.
So I say what he's saying, and then why did George Floyd have to allegedly flip a fake $20 bill? How come you couldn't have just dropped money in his cash app?
Right.
I'm saying all the time y'all known each other. Why wasn't you talking to him like that? Like, look, bro, let's you know what I'm trying to say, right?
Or why can't you come work on my show, my podcast? I got a position for you, so you don't have to.
Correct. Right. Yeah. But I mean, he's just going hard because what was happening is people in the chat was jabbing on him, like, you know what I mean? So you know how they get, and then that demon comes out of him. Yeah.
Fucking asshole, what's wrong with you?
Forgot where you came from, right?
Okay. You're 6 foot whatever, and you can shoot a damn jump shot and dunk. Everybody can't do that. It's the only reason you weren't in that damn store with that $20 bill.
Man, because Floyd almost made it because he was big, like what you just talked about, but he had a big injury. Yeah, yeah,
hurt.
Exactly. You didn't have that type of debilitating injury that he had, but I mean, so you had him, and then of course you had Becky with the good hair. He was more, I guess, trying to be in the middle because he let your boy go out there first, take all the smoke. Yeah.
Well, I mean, after the Kwame thing, I think he's gonna be a little bit more guarded in his comments that he comes out with.
Yeah, a lot more measured. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's their own show. I mean, he was probably just there. He probably called this idiot up like, you know who ESPN is? That's Disney, you damn fool.
Man.
But
man, the ESPN, you about to throw us under the bus for her. Under the ESPN and the NBA bus.
Right.
Because they were working that out together if whatever was going on. And supposedly there's been more to it that Maria was saying that she's been underpaid. Now that's what this lady, while this lady is japping, she's probably getting paid. They were saying allegedly 3-4 times the amount of money that Maria is making.
Absolutely. So that's why Maria's she's struggling or humping, grinding, trying to get to those jobs so she can get the pay that this Rachel character is getting. That's 3 or 4 times what she's making. And she probably would have never got there. Eventually they had to find a way to get rid of her before she got to that type of income. But what's wrong with that dude?
Yeah, and then it's a Trojan horse, bro, because they're kind of hiding the with Rachel Nichols, and they call her Nichols because she's not a dime. She's women in media, unless they get to like a Barbara Walters or like that lady Diane Sawyer, as they get older, they don't realize ESPN and Disney, they're in the eye candy business.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, they went away from the I knew all the sports, and I'm here with the men. They went away from that, and that's when they lost a lot of fans too. But when they wanted to just go with the Foxy type of, when I say I mean Fox Network type of, the blondes and and I'm gonna stand in the hotel and take off my clothes and get filmed naked and sue.
Right.
Yeah, when they started.
What happened?
I can never work again, and sue for hundreds of millions, and then keep working,
and
then keep
working.
Yes.
What's that chick name that you talking about right now?
Yeah, but then keep working. I can never work again because I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
Gave her a bag and kept working.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, I thought that was illegal. When you get a disability. Yeah, only in white America. They'd have figured out a case for us, Ace.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. He perjured themselves at the deposition.
Yeah. Look at him. Look at him at the beach.
Working. Feeding his family, earning money.
That's impossible. He's got a disability.
Man. Hey, but so yeah, I played that apology video too early. We played the Stack 5 video. I think we've covered that.
I don't think you did. That's absolutely unbelievable that idiot would come out.
Why would he do it? Now it almost seems like he was cloned. This is the guy. Now you remember his image, that character he played in the NBA. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Run up in the stands with Ronnie Artest and pound white people.
Right. We know Ronnie Artest is crazy, but apparently you are nuts as well.
Ronnie Artest was a genius type crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
he could play the violin. He was an expert in karate. Like anybody who could do that kind of stuff, they not all crazy. Who could stick to it like that. Yeah.
He had his ways.
Yeah.
And, he didn't want to succumb to what the world thought he should be.
Idiots. He knew when he had an idiot coaching him. Seriously, he was one of those guys. You know who else is like that? Rondo. Rondo was like that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, he ends up having a little problem in every city he decides to leave. He's got a job the next year. What can you do? He plays well. He knows the game. He knows the ins and outs of it. So you got to have this guy on your team. And he's going to make your other players better, which is the ultimate job of a point guard. So,
but we've had some more attacks on women, our women or black women. Felicia Rashad, they made her come out of Howard University. Small ups to Howard University. You're not a black school.
Super small ups.
Yeah, you're getting all your endowments and your money from the white people. You color it and you say, yeah, we take money from anybody. They're good people. That's fine if you were just taking money. But you're taking a lot more than money.
I mean, yeah. I really hated that she kind of stepped back from her endorsement.
From her freedom of speech.
Yeah, getting out of jail. And yeah. I mean, the fact that they even were going to consider raking her over the coals or taking away her position at the university.
The way she feels should be weighted, man, because she's a female and she worked with him.
Right.
The way she feels should be weighted.
Yeah.
Now the way, you know what I mean? It shouldn't be discounted.
And it was his wife. It was his TV wife.
Correct. And his wife, the way she feels, that should be weighted too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, for instance, you allegedly, Gates, had something to do with Epstein, and allegedly that's why his wife left. That's what the internet rumor is, right?
Yeah.
They're going through a divorce.
Yeah.
You don't see her sticking by him.
No,
because allegedly there was probably something weird going on.
Absolutely. I mean, this guy had all the money in the world. He could do whatever he wanted. So he had this freak as a friend, and him and Trump, they're all hanging out together. So, yeah, she can leave him, take half his money or a quarter of it or however much she needs. She can't spend it all anyway.
Right.
And enjoy her life and do what she wants to do. Same thing with Bezos, whatever he did to sell himself to the devil for Amazon. She took his money and she became a philanthropist, helping people all over the country, all over the world. Because you can't take it with you. You can have a quadrillion. I haven't met any zeros you can have, but you know, there's no sense of having all that money and all that wealth and not helping people.
I remember at school, every faculty member, and whether they were black or white or whatever color, and every single white student that you'd come across were under the belief that you were there on some sort of program, meaning you didn't qualify to get in like everybody else, and they let you in because of you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And that's not a knock on the ones who were there, because they did well, they graduated and went on to great things, and they should have lowered the curve for black people, because all of that stuff was biased and and there's a bunch of bullshit.
Scores.
Correct. But the psychology though, bro, that you go see a dean or somebody, oh, you know what I mean? And from your people, from white people, and the white people would all say it. Not only did they assume it, they wanted to say it to you. You're just here on
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Because as far as, well, especially our school, they had never seen any melanated people before, except for on television. So for you to be at university level with them, it had to be some kind of a program or.
You remember that? You were an athlete. First, they thought you were an athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to be an athlete, or you had to be
on a program.
On a program.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can be at a university.
Yeah, and your parents wasn't paying for it.
Right.
Right. Yeah, it was no way your parents were paying for it either.
Government or some public aid program that's getting you through school, because there's no way you can afford the university. My parents, they can hardly afford this university, so there's got to be some way that you're being aided to get to the university level with me. And it continues on through their mindset as far as Rachel Nichols is concerned, because she's no special type of analyst or host or anything.
She's never laced them up,
right? So what makes you think you should be able to be paid 4 times as much as Maria, and take all the top positions and at ESPN during the NBA Finals and all of these sorts of things? They ran Pam Oliver out of there for the NFL when they brought the girl in from Fox, the hotel room lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's what we have to deal with. That situation and
what did Maria? I know it's been some rumors or something. She's saying she never wants to work with the lady again, so she's gonna make a power move, whatever way it is.
Got to. This is the time to do it.
Correct. This is an enemy. Obviously, I didn't know she was an op, but now I know she's an op.
Right.
She's powerful in the company. You know how corporations are, and so, like you said, this is the time to do it. Yeah.
Because you might not have known she was an op, but you knew.
You know now.
Yeah.
You know now.
You knew. She might have brought you lunch and took you out a time or two.
And for all the guys who say, she wasn't racist towards me, there's a dynamic with racism, when you cross sexes. A lot of racist men are less racist towards the female.
Especially attractive black female.
And vice versa. Correct. Yeah. Yeah. So same thing. So, like, it's the history of those white girls. Are you an athlete? Same thing on campus. You remember that? No. Oh, and then they walk away. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yes, I'm new quarterback. You know what I mean? Next year I'll be starting,
Right. Absolutely. I can help you with your homework.
Right. So it was a whole mindset with that, bro. It's a whole mindset with that, man.
Your prospects are going pro.
Yeah. Yeah. Or they wouldn't even want to really talk to you. So, yeah, bro. But, yeah, man, go ahead, man. I guess, man, I think we pretty much covered this. I want you to get into your summation. Before you hop on that, though, you guys plug in to the Self Love Show on Wednesday. We got brother Bernard Creamer. He's going to be in the building. We're going to be breaking down his book, The Weaponization of Hip Hop. Dope book, too, Ace. Dope book. Yeah, so, yeah, bro. So, yeah, man, go ahead and give your summary because we've done our 60 minutes.
What's wrong with Steven Jackson? That's my summary. No. What's wrong with that man? Come on, man. How could you? At least maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks later, they caught you at the club drinking or something. You gave some kind of a diatribe like you just did. But come on, man. But anyway, my main summary is it's amazing that how this story keeps repeating over and over again, where the victimizer becomes the victim, where Rachel Nichols, who's making goo gobs of money more than this Maria young lady who's just trying to get her career going. Maybe it would be at ESPN, or maybe it'd be at another network, or whatever she was trying to do. The fact that she felt threatened by her is amazing. When she had all the gold. Amazing. You know, you're the head reporter, sideline reporter, whatever. You got your own show on ESPN, and you're threatened by someone that just wants to climb the ladder, just as you did, just as a female did. So, you know, the fact that, you know, as a female that you wouldn't take her in and try and help her, because, you know, you're not going to be at the top for your entire life. So, you know, build bridges, build relationships, and, you know, maybe we'll have a better world. I think that's the problem with the world we live in now. Everybody wants all the gold until, you know, they can't hold it anymore and they need some help. And then they look around and there's no one to help them because you were stepping on too many people to get to the top. You know, don't step on folks. Reach down, help them up. That's my summation.
Man, listen, I would pledge a stack of my hard-earned money.
All right.
And I would do a crowdfunding or GoFundMe, whatever these kids are doing, you know, for charity. For me to just slap the shit out of Steven Jackson. If he's willing to do that for a charity of his choice.
You're talking about millions.
I don't know. I mean, you know, we can go on the channel, see how much we could raise, you know, everybody chip in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he can set the figure. You know?
He wouldn't dignify himself with getting slapped by a regular person.
Oh yeah. Somebody living in his mom's basement. Yeah, complaining. Didn't say nothing about that's what she's doing.
Right.
Complaining.
Yeah.
So, hey, bro, but what you got? What you got for? You got anything in mind for next week? I got some topics though, man. There's some good stuff coming. There's some good stuff coming though, bro. I got some topics, but you got anything in mind for next week? It's a lot of stuff going on out here, man.
Yeah, I don't want to. Probably this MMA crap. This boxing thing. Why can't we get into this right now? I know you don't want to slap Steven Jackson for charity, but you know, you got these guys that are getting pummeled at these UFC events, and then they just set it up to have the next one. UFC 2743. Come see.
Well, there it is, Ace. We could start, you know, since we're from Shy, we could start the slap boxing league, professional slap boxing league.
Okay.
All they need is protective eye gear and optional, ear protections, and get your eardrum busted. That happened a lot in the Shy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sit there and get your eardrum busted, or somebody poke you in your eye, slap boxing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or maybe put something over the fingers of the slap boxer so that they can't do any poking.
Maybe develop a special glove or something.
Yeah, or some tape. Yeah, just so the poking is more difficult. Yeah, and you can get in the ring, and then he, I can get in there with Steven Jackson, and we can slap box.
Yeah, he wouldn't show up.
Yeah, he might show up for that. Look how big he is. He figured he's got the reach. You know what I mean? Yeah. He figures he's got the reach. Yeah.
Taste out of his mouth.
But that would be a nice league, bro.
Yeah.
You could start the little leagues for those kids who can't make it to Jackie Robinson. They can't hit that baseball. But you know what, kid? You do got some hand speed. You're just not hand-eye coordinated to hit a baseball.
Right. Everybody can't hit a fastball.
No, or a curve. We can send them down that slap box circuit. Everybody can't be a professional boxer either. It's different. You're right. Yeah. But the slap boxing, a kid might want to get in that ring.
Hey, yeah, might set up a culture to stop all the violence in Chicago.
That's how we used to get it off. Remember, we was able to slap box a lot of that aggression out of there.
Yeah. Or somebody will pull out some boxing gloves and.
Correct. Well, slap boxing would turn into fighting, but at least that's a different step, because fist fighting turns into weapons is the next step if somebody can't handle it. But at least slap boxing turns into fisticuffs, and then everybody breaks it up.
Yeah, I think the plethora of weapons in the city of Chicago turns everything into weapons.
Oh yeah, we did a show on that. We mentioned that on the show yesterday. The news ran a report how the military, it's all coming from the military, bro.
I believe.
Yeah, their guns are coming up missing and ending up in the street.
Yeah, it's like the crack cocaine was coming from
crack
California and it's ended up in all in the street.
Correct.
Flying out of here.
Correct.
We know where the freight trains are sitting with full of guns. We know they can go right over to Indiana and get as many guns and bullets as. When did they start making all these damn guns?
Hey, you see, they kept Hoove in jail, and the judge, bro. The judge said that, because everyone was using his age, Hoove's age, like he's not a threat.
Mm-hmm.
All the things he's done in jail, positive stuff. And this devil said, well, he wasn't in jail for murder. Listen to the devil and how they pick their nose and their asshole and fuck us.
Mm.
He was in jail for just conspiring and getting other people to murder for him. And there's nothing, he can do that at any age. Therefore, we're going to leave him in jail. So he can't mature out of that. Right. He can't, you understand what I'm saying? So
well,
if he was a physical killer, this jackass is saying if he was a physical killer, if he was pulling a trigger, well, if that's the case, he could pull a trigger at 80.
Yeah.
It's always a reason to keep a nigga in jail.
Well, we don't change. They can, mature and pull themselves up by their bootstraps.
Yeah.
And read a devil worshiping book and change. But for some reason, our melanated culture doesn't have a
facts. Well, and if you guys in the chat's got some ideas, too, for some politics, we need some of you silverbacks to start pulling up, coming up here, joining me and Ace, to keep this conversation going.
Yeah.
That's right. And we need feedback about topics, anything y'all want to hear us discuss or anything of that nature. By all means, silence is violence. So let us know.
Holla at us, man. Holla at us.
Man, because, we can't read your mind yet, but we're working on it.
Yeah, I got some tournaments coming up, so we'll see. These Thursdays might get kind of tough, but I should be good for next week. Let's keep it going, man.
Hey, well, that's cool, man. You know, if you got to do what you got to do, you got to do what you got to do. We're going to keep it going, man.
I'm going to have to go on the road with the show or something, you know?
Hey, as long as you got your phone, bro, you can be on it.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Hey, but for y'all, thanks once again for checking in. Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget, when you come around and talks politics, guard your grill, knuckle up, and don't forget to
bring your mouthpiece back.
And don't forget to ring your mouthpiece, man. Ring
Steven Jackson.
mouthpiece.